How you doing, folks? My name is TreniuS Henderson. You're tuned into the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're doing right. So I'm about to let you know 5 things that will keep you from attracting anything you want. For those of you who use the law of attraction, you already know in order to attract and manifest anything that you want, you literally have to have a straight sense of non-resistance about everything that you want in your life, that you want to manifest, while at the same time having this inner desire that attracts it, that magnetizes it to you. Okay, you only have to speak into existence one time the things that you want. You only have to visualize it one time. You only have to feel what it feels like to have the thing that you want one time. And then after that, you have to trust that the universal law of attraction will work for you. And if you get into a habit of doing this properly, you will begin to notice that everything that you think upon, everything that you call upon, it comes to you. Now, so that's why I want to give you these 5 tips that you must know so that you can avoid doing this, okay? Because there are a group of people who have a hard time manifesting and attracting things that they want, and they just wonder, like, TreniuS, why can't I do it? And it's always the same tips that I'm giving them and the things that they need to avoid. It's the same things to avoid. It's the same thing. So I've accumulated all of these 5 things that will stop you from law of attracting anything into your life, okay? First of all, before we get down into it, I want you to know that in order to attract anything and to manifest anything, folks, it has to come from a purity of heart, okay? That means that you have to wish well upon everybody. You can't have ill intentions towards anybody. You have to be receptive to the universe around you. So if you're maybe, let's say, an introverted person, if you're closed off to a lot of things, if you're not that intrapersonal, if you feel like everybody's out to get you, if you can't open up and just be open to nature and be open to what the universe has to offer you, there's no way the universe can get you the things that you are trying to manifest in your life. So it recalls you being very receptive. And I always use the analogy, you got to be like a cell phone signal when the bar is at the very top. Okay, this is when you can hear the person that you're talking to on the phone really clear. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to avoid when using the law of attraction to attract anything that you want is stop worrying about what other people think. Okay, that was one of the first problems that I had when I first came across the secret law of attraction and how I could use my mind power to attract everything to me. I wanted to do the things that I wanted to do, but I was always like, nah, I can't do it. What they gonna think about me? Or I can't speak how I want to speak on my social media page because what my friends gonna think about me? What my family gonna think about me? What the people that I went to school with gonna think about me? My coworkers gonna think about me? But it's gonna take some time for you to break through those barriers. And I understand if some of you are going through that right now. I just want to let you know it's temporary. You will not always feel like this. This is just a phase. This is just a moment on your journey where you're blooming, into a flower. You're coming out of the cocoon, you're becoming a butterfly. All the scales are falling off of you. Some of you are becoming phoenixes, and you're rising from the ashes, okay? You have to not worry and care what other people think when using the universal law of attraction, because for wherever destination that you want to go, wherever you want to be in your life successfully, you're going to have to travel and go somewhere, okay? It may be down a block. They may be around a corner. They may be to a new state. They may be to a new country. They may be a new job. They may be relocating to a new school. It's going to always involve you to like move from something to something, because you're moving from nothing to something. You're making something out of nothing, okay? So you can't necessarily care about what people think about the moves that you're making. Folks, anytime people have something to say about what you're doing, that just goes to show you how much time they have on their hands. And let's just face it, some people are just nosy, man. Some people are just nosy and they don't have anything to do but worry about the decisions that you're making for your life. And I can guarantee you, these same people that's talking about you, these naysayers, he say, she say, I can guarantee you they not really offering to do anything for you, are they? but yet they are steadily worried about what you're doing, decisions that you're making, who you're with, who you're married to, what your relationship life is like, always talking behind your back. But don't worry about that, folks. Stop worried about what other people think. Get in your own bubble. Okay, get in your own bubble. Hear your own voice. Listen to your own opinions. Take advice from people. Don't get me wrong. Take advice from me. Don't get me wrong. But if I'm telling you something that you don't agree with, don't accept it. You know, filter out what I'm saying. Filter out what people are telling you. Take the positives. If you don't like some of the things they're telling you, you don't have to listen to it. You know, you don't have to listen to it, and continue to move on. But at the end of the day, your voice needs to be the loudest voice that you hear in your head, not other people's, okay? So that takes us to the second thing that I want to tell you that you must do or not do in order to attract anything and everything to you, okay? Stay at your emotions. Yeah. I mean, we're all emotional beings. You know, we're all emotional throughout the day. But when I say stay out your emotions, I mean stay out of those negative emotions. Anytime you feel like something is not going your way, or anytime you're worried about something, anytime you're doubting something, anytime you're doubting, is this the right decision that I made? Or is this person gonna really be the proper person to be able to network with? You know, or like me, I'm a very consistent person. So my whole pet peeve is like, is this person gonna respond to my email within an hour? If they don't respond within an hour, it kind of makes me go left. But I try not to think that way. So what I do is I try to occupy my time with something that is gonna, you know, get my attention, so that while I won't have to think about, is this person gonna message me in an hour and respond to my email, this business client. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what you want to do. You want to always make sure that you're not taking everything personal around you. I mean, you cannot point the fingers at people and say it's his fault, it's her fault. The reason why I feel this way is because this happened to me. You know, no excuses when using the law of attraction, because what that is doing, I think I heard somebody say it, what that is doing is creating, I think somebody smart said it, that's creating resistance of how the universe wants to work in your life. Folks, you can't do what's out of your control. What is out of your control is out of your control. You got to stay in your zone. Stay in your zone. Only thing that you can do is do the best that you can. If you know that you're doing the best that you can, God will handle the rest, okay? The mysterious power of the universe will handle the rest. If you know you went, you showed up, you showed your sympathy, you gave your thank you card, you send your text to your lover, no response. You know, you've done all you can. This person is not acting right. This job opportunity is not opening up. You know, you're doing all you can. If you're doing all you can, that's enough, okay? What you need to do now is just simply let the universe handle the rest. Do not get in your emotions, okay? Do not take things personally, okay? You can't have pity parties and feel like the victim because the universe is not giving you what you want right when you want it, okay? The universe happens in divine timing, okay? It happens when it's ready to create the manifestation for you, when you are ready, because the universe knows you better than you know yourself, okay? The fifth thing that you must not do in order to attract anything that you want is keep yourself from associating with other people. This hinders so many people's manifestation, and they wonder why they cannot get nowhere in life. When I started like to open up and I started to like give my time to people that I would meet like out in the public and stuff, don't you know I started networking with people that would give me ideas for my business, the Living Room Network, you know, and they would like really help me get from, you know, this level to this level simply because I allowed them to say hey to me without feeling inferior of them, you know. I allowed them to, you know, take down my number, or I wasn't afraid to say, hey, what's your number? I really like you. I like your style. I think we will make great business buddies, you know, or with a woman or something like, oh my God, you look good. Long conversation. Then it wraps up. Hey, you know, I really think that, you know, maybe we can hang out sometime. How about you mind me taking down your number if that's cool with you? Sure. Why not, TreniuS? You know, it's all about how you treat people, man. It's all about what you put out. What you put out is what you get back. So many people want to have friends, but they don't want to be a friend, okay? In order to use the law of attraction and have this law of attraction work for you fast, you got to be open to accepting and associating with other people. People have the key to your success because it ain't about what you know. Somebody said it. It's about who you know. Okay? Now, the fifth thing that I have for you that you must avoid doing in order to attract anything you want using the secret law of attraction is you have to shift from old habits. Now, this is my favorite. I'm going to tell you why shortly here. But in order to use the secret law of attraction and have things manifest fast in your life, you gotta step away from doing all the things that you once upon a time did and do something totally different. It might feel scary. It might feel like you're jumping off a cliff. Yeah, I know. I don't want to go bungee jump either. I would definitely make sure somebody's below me. Like, I would still contemplate it, though. It'll really take some other people around me to influence me to bungee jump. Like, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Would you bungee jump? Speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment below and let me know whether or not you're radical enough to bungee jump. But anyway, so make sure that you're shifting from your old habits. See, I would have never bungee jumped 5 years ago, and I'm still 80% not gonna bungee jump. But that 20% that's still in me, that has just came into me now, it's like, well, I don't know. I'll probably have to have somebody below me for me to do it, but I ain't gonna do it by myself. That's already making progress, okay? So if you can just shift into doing something like such as just going to sign up for a karate class, you know, or just getting a gym membership, just switching up that routine just a little bit. You know, you might want to start cooking, you know, versus going out and eating all the time. Oh yeah, do that, bro, do that. Instead of taking the girls out to eat, why don't you cook something for them? Why don't you cook something, invite her over and say, hey, I'm making dinner for you tonight. That's totally different, right? That's totally different. You're going to attract a totally different female. You know, shifting from your old habits, being open. See, the key is this. People gonna always let you down, okay? I've had so many people let me down in my life, left and right. Once upon a time, I used to get very angry and I used to get very upset because I felt like I gave my all. And it seems like every time I would give my all, I would get zero return. I would get no love profit, and it will make me freaking upset. But I got so immune to it. I got so immune to it that it was like, okay, I can try and I can try and I can try and I can try, and I still won't get mad because I understand that the universe is always supplying you with your needs at all times. See, folks, once you miss one bus, another one come every 15 minutes. Once you miss one subway train, another one come every 15 minutes. Just like I'm about to go out here, and I'm about to go, I don't even know, I'm probably gonna go to Central Park or something today. Y'all see the little places back there? Flatbush, New York, Staten Island, Coney Island. Feel good to be here, man. Feels good to be here. See, I'm meeting new people out here, and I'm shifting my old habits. Once upon a time, I used to just walk outside, and I didn't want to talk to nobody. Just completely frightful. Felt like I was just like fearing for my life. But I was like, you know what? If I have positive energy, I have to be able to open myself up so that I can receive more positive energy. Because I want to attract the things that I want to attract. This person that I'm going to meet today, I don't know who he or she is, but I'm going to meet somebody today, and they're going to be just what I expected. They're going to be a manifestation that comes into my life that helps me for elevation. You know? And so this is how you have to think, folks. So you have to stop worrying about what other people think. You have to be able to stay at your feelings, stay at your emotions, stop taking everything personally. You have to be able to open up and be receptive to others in the world around you. Don't be stagnant. Don't be confined to just hanging with one group of people, one culture of people, one race of people. Got to be open because everybody's not a bad person. And then you got to be able to shift from old habits and take on new habits. Live a new life. If you want to live a new life, you got to leave the old life. And then you have to jump into the new life. Even though it may be scary, you might not understand what's going to happen tomorrow if you start doing this new thing. But I can guarantee you, it'll be the beginning of creating a new habit. You will have new success. You will have more money, and you have less stress, okay? So these are the things that you must avoid and you must stop doing if you want to attract anything to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am your life coach, folks. I am TreniuS Henderson. Make sure that if you want to set up a session with me, you have something that you want to ask me. You know, you need me to give you advice on something. Maybe you're trying to transition from your old life into your dream life and you just don't know how to do it. Maybe you have a business that you just can't quite get off the ground and you might need me to give you some perks. You might need me to help you with coming up with new streams of avenue or revenue to make more money. Did I say that right? You might need to help me. Golly, I'm just so confused right now. You might need my help to come up with creating new avenues to create more streams of revenue. There we go. I'm almost like President Obama, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you click this icon up there. That's my face. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell notification so that you can be updated with new videos every 24 hours. In the meantime, check out this video right here. I'll see you today, folks. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I think I'm going to go to Central Park.